What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right. So, two things have emerged since this election has come to a conclusion. The number one thing is there's still residual shock and disbelief that Kamala Harris lost this race. This was a race that, according to the polling, the majority of the polling, that is, seemed to indicate that she had the advantage. And over the last 2 weeks, much was being said that she had the momentum, but that appeared to be nothing more than just cap. Another thing that has emerged is despite the boast of her more than $1 billion war chest, I think it was $1.4 billion at one point in time, going back to when Biden was at the head of the ticket. Despite that $1.4 billion war chest, which was substantially more than what Donald Trump raised, I want to say it was more than twice what he raised. Despite that, her campaign ended up being $20 to $25 million in debt. Now, how did that happen? Because apparently there wasn't a lot of exorbitant spending trickling down to House and Senate races. There was some, but not a lot. So it appears that what happened was so much money was wasted on fluff, excess, trying to wow and dazzle young people, right? That's what I'm assuming. Young people. They were trying to do everything they could to galvanize young voters. And from what I could tell, it had mixed results. A lot of young people came out for her, but not in a number sufficient to give her victory. So most of this was wasted on celebrity endorsements. So according to this article from MSN, I've seen it talked about in different sites. The Washington Examiner reported last week that Oprah Winfrey received $1 million from the Kamala Harris campaign for endorsing her in the election. Oprah has now reacted to the report and dismissed it. Matter of fact, I think it was TMZ that approached her on the situation, or the accusation, I should say, and she was very adamant in denying the veracity of those claims. She said the report was not true, and she was not paid anything ever. But records have now emerged showing that two separate payments of $500,000 from the Harris campaign were indeed made to Oprah's production company, Harpo Productions Incorporated, in October. Now, a Harpo spokesperson said that Kamala Harris's campaign paid for the production costs of Unite for America, the live streaming event that took place on September 19th. And they said that Oprah was not paid personally any fee, and she did not receive any fee from the production company. But a lot of people say, well, $1 million is still a lot of money. Maybe it was to the cost of the event and not necessarily to Oprah. This is what has been revealed on social media. Some invoices that shows the payments from Harris for President to Harpo Productions. And they both were received on October the 15th, 4 days before the event. Two separate payments of $500,000. There are also unsubstantiated reports that the Harris campaign paid upwards of $10 million for Beyonce's endorsement, in which she spoke for 3 minutes. And many people who attended that event were facetiously told that she was going to perform. The pamphlets, the pamphlets that were advertising this event said that she was going to perform. So the Harris campaign purposely misinformed voters, potential voters or supporters, to appear at this rally, only to be told or only to see that she didn't perform. You know, and it's just disingenuous things like that, man, that makes me don't feel sorry at all for this campaign. Not that I'm saying that like the right person won or nothing like that, but at the end of the day, it just was very tawdry. It's just phony, you know. There are reports that Eminem was paid nearly $2 million. Matter of fact, let me look further into this article. There was reports that Megan Thee Stallion was paid like $3 million. Lizzo was paid like $2 or $3 million. So these people didn't really come out and endorse Kamala Harris because that's what they felt in their heart. It wasn't genuine. It wasn't authentic. They were whole. They were political 304s. This is YouTube. They were political 304s. Give me 1 second. These people were political 304s. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Hollywood A-listers extended their support to Kamala Harris, and reports said that it cost the campaign a bomb load. A Spectator World Report claims that there were 7 swing state concerts that involved high-priced performers: Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, John Bon Jovi, Ricky Martin, and more, who seemingly ended up costing the Harris campaign more than $20 million on event production alone, reportedly even more on paying the athletes to appear, the celebrities, to appear. Um, Even Oprah Winfrey charged the campaign $1 million to show up. The campaign went so far into debt that the campaign was reportedly forced to scrap Canadian 90s indie pop singer Alanis Morissette to save money. The pop concert campaign strategy is said to have been the brainchild of former Obama advisors on the campaign. Now, campaign staff and vendors are leaking to media outlets that they are not being paid. Even Donald Trump is now offering to step in and pay them in the kind of brilliant troll move that Trump's campaign was built upon. While Harris was going broke, paying movie stars and pop singers, Trump got more. I'm going to say something. I think this whoever wrote this article is a Republican, because you're losing your objectivity now that you're kind of bringing Trump into it, trying to make him look good. By contrast, you're losing your objectivity. But, so that's why I stopped reading that. But at the end of the day, these reports, though, about them paying these fees are all over multiple media outlets, even ones who are lean liberal. At the end of the day, we called this out. There was reports that they're paying people to appear at some of these events, busting them in. I think paying them nominal fees with $100 to show up, food, whatever. At the end of the day, I think people could see through that. And it also proves to me, without a shadow of a doubt, that you and I, social media, we have more influence than these celebrities. We have more influence when it comes to the political realm. Celebrities do not represent the views and sentiments of the average American. The celebrities of today are so far removed from reality. I mean, you have billionaires and multi-millionaires complaining about the most trivial stuff. Don't they complain? They're the most miserable, some of them, the most miserable, pathetic people, always complaining about the littlest things. But you and I have to worry about, at times, how we're going to pay our rent. Can we get an extension on, the furniture bill, or, scrapping up enough money to make sure that we can pay to feed our families. We have to deal with real life situations. These people don't have those problems. I'm not saying they don't have problems in their lives, but they don't use celebrities. What they think very little of us. So little of us. But anyway, I just want to share that with y'all, man. Tell me what you guys think.